All right, we're going to test out Webflow's new MCP server. I was doing it in Claude before. Claude was having some issues timing out, so I'm now doing it in Cursor because whatever, we'll try that. So let's see. What sites do we have access to in Webflow? Let's find out. Now I've got this API key connected to a specific one demo site. Let's see what's in there. Of course, we have to authorize all the tool calls. Cool. So it's found a site. Now I'm interested in this one specific CMS field. I'm interested in the CMS field. In the CMS menu items. Can you access that? Let's see if I can find that CMS. Great. So it's found the CMS and it's found a bunch of the items and giving me details about that. Cool. So I have a specific item. Let's look at this one. I want to understand how multi-image fields are returned from the API. So let's say I'm interested in how multi-image field types are returned from the API. Can you look at item with this ID and show me exactly what gets returned from the field? And then the name of the field is, in fact, multi-image field. Let's see. So the reason I want to look at this is because I'm curious how this data is returned from the API. I could go and I could look at the API docs, or I could use Bruno or some other API tool, query tool. Just thought I'd give the MCP server a shot here. All right, so this is what it's telling me gets returned back from the API. I want to validate that this is actually true because it's an LLM, so it makes things up. So if we go back and we look at the tool call, can we see the tool call? Yeah, so I've got to go back up here, I guess. List items. So let's take this whole thing and paste it in here. Go away. Paste it in here. Format that as JSON. Cool. So now if we go and we find, what was our item ID? This one. So we find this item ID. So this is that specific item, and we can see here is the return from multi-image field. So I want to check if this data is the same as this data. I'm not going to manually do that. That's not going to work. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it in here. And then if this was indented correctly, I should just be able to do this, but it's not. So I'm going to instead I'll de-indent everything here. Now, if I hit Control D, Command D, it has shown me that they are the same. Cool. So interesting. We can use the MCP server to go and query data out of the API. Useful in development for this kind of task of like, hey, how is the data structured once it comes back from the API without me having to go and read a bunch of docs. Let's see, can you give me a TypeScript type definition for this return value? Let's see what it does. Obviously, if you use the Webflow SDK, you get these return types as part of the SDK. So this is more for curiosity's sake than anything else. I don't have a project open, so it doesn't know where to put the file that it's generated. Interesting. Cool. This is a little demo on how the Webflow MCP server works. Hope you like it.